What is up, peoples? Been a minute since I made a video, you know. So, a little cold out here, I might sound weird. But the engine has seemed to have been blown, or it blew the fuck up. So, in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to take off the intake manifold. I'm eventually going to take the whole engine out, but I work, so it's going to be short, little slow videos. So the first thing you want to do, go to the back of the car. Let me get the flashlight so y'all can see. Should be the same for Challengers, Chargers, Chrysler 300s. Go to the back. It's gonna be a fuse right where I got the light at, right there. I moved the fuse up some, but that's your fuel pump fuse. So what you want to do is take that out. And that's another 20 or 10 amp one back there too. But all I did was take that one out, and you just crank the car until all the fuel pressure is relieved. Or you crank it actually, I say 4 or 5 times. The car is gonna try to start, but it's not gonna start. So you try to start the car is just gonna crank, it's not gonna start, because of course the fuel pump fuse is removed. And then some of these lines will be fitted. Let me point to it. Some of these lines will be fitted. This one is not. So I'm just gonna press the blue tab on that. Little bug back there. I'm just gonna press the blue tabs on that and pull that straight up. Fuel's gonna come out, but I'm gonna have a bowl and some rags ready. And I don't know if my fuel system is already relieved because the battery's a little bit fucked up on this. So I'm gonna get back to y'all in a minute. So yeah, that's up. Might want to unscrew your gas cap also. And that's just popped up like that. You just squeeze the sides. You might have to get a flathead on one of them, and then you lift it up. Might want to have a bowl right there ready in case any comes squirting out. The only thing I did before this video also was remove the air box and take the connector off that sensor. So this one, I'm gonna get throttle body. So we can get that back. Alright. So take the throttle body connector off. Push that to the side. Start taking the injector connectors off. Clearing up space. Hope you guys can see well. Alright, so what you want to do now that probably push this one a little bit too far. So you want to push down and then pull a red tab. If you can see that, my fault. Push down and pull a red tab back, or just pull a red tab back. Pull a red tab back, then let me show you. Pull a red tab back, or push down and pull a red tab back, and then just pull it straight out. That's all. Easy stuff. So once you do that, some vacuum hoses up there. Vacuum hose right here. I'm not sure what that. I have to see what that runs back to. It was a vacuum hose on the air box that runs right here. Of course, that's already gonna be off. And it's also it's gonna be a connector right here. Let me see if I can see that better from the other side. And there's also a vacuum hose in the back also. So just pull out. it's a connector right here. And then some vacuum holes on the very back. Maybe I'll get a better shot of that, but after you get those, you just really clearing up space. And then you're gonna have to loosen up. You can loosen up the EGR from down here. You don't have to take the bolts fully out, just loosen it up enough so you could just pull it out. And those down there are 8mm, and I believe these are 10s. But those down there are 8mm, and I believe those are 10s. So once I start getting this stuff up, I'm gonna come back. So a little update, those are 8s, and these intake manifold bolts appear to be 8s too. And you're gonna have to take out the whole EGR tube. Make sure that gasket comes out with it. I'm gonna show you which gasket I'm talking about. Is one gasket right here. Make sure you don't drop that. I dropped the bolt in there, but I'm gonna get it. Make sure I place this somewhere. What I use to take it out, a small ratchet, long deep socket. See if I can see the bolt. Alright. Little magnet too. That goes a long way for these bolts that drop. So, and it's another gasket that goes into the intake, this bad boy right here. That's gonna need chains going back. Alright. So, what I'm gonna start to do is loosen up the bolts along the intake, and then I'll come back to y'all. You can leave the fuel rail and all this other stuff on, except for that vacuum hose that's in the back, and then that sensor that's in the back, that's gonna have to come off, but we'll take that off a little bit later. I'll be back. Got them all pretty loose. I'm gonna go ahead and zip them out. But there is a pattern that you should go by, but I necessarily didn't. So I'm just gonna zip them all out real quick. They're all pretty loose anyway. So that was 5 on that side. Should be the equal amount on this side. I have to grab the bigger extension for that. My fault if you guys can't see where they all at. You can probably tell it's dark outside. Grab the other extension real quick. So yeah, 5 on each side. Let's see. Some of them are still in there a little bit. right here. I'm gonna put you guys right here. I'm not gonna cut it this time. Oh. So this vacuum hose comes out of this little clamp right here. This one is right coming along the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that comes, I'll show you real quick. This little vacuum hose comes out of the top right here. So that connector I was talking about, pull that red tab out, and then hold on, let me pull that red tab out, and then push down and pull it straight out. That's what she looks like right there. For the back, get my flashlight. Vacuum hose going in right there. It might be a little bit tough to take out if it's your first time taking it off. So what you can do is, you know, cause I mean, if you ain't got no heat gun, you could probably get like a blow dryer or something. But if you got a heat gun, heat it up a little bit. Or if you got, you know, get you a screwdriver, try to pry it off. But it may be a little bit tough to get off at first, but that's where it's at right there. Try to place a phone right here so I can show you guys. Can't really get a good angle on it, but I'm gonna try to keep you guys there and take that off. Okay, so I was able just to take it off. After that, it should pretty much be free. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up. So there you go. That's pretty much all that's to it. And then you can replace your intake manifold gaskets. If you need to get to one of your MDS sensors, there they go right there. Put a supercharger on it while you at it too. And you can also see down in there, see how dirty your valves are and stuff like that. Oh, look at all that coolant. She is done for. You can look down there and see it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep. Oh yeah. If y'all wondering where that hose was at, stuck right on the back of that. And be careful too, cause it's still gas in them fuel rails. So be careful on that also.